What's up, everybody? Easy here from the DFS Whisperers, coming live with an NBA video for today's slate. Hopefully, everybody had a better day than I did, because lots and lots of up and down plays. My value plays kind of did their job, but my studs let me down. The injury bug hit me hard, and just a lot of unnecessary things that I couldn't control just hit me hard yesterday. So I've been on a little 3-day skid after a good run, but hopefully on a SHS I can right the ship. So let's go ahead and get the homework out the way. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell icon so you can get all our content as soon as it drops. Shout out to Draft Dashboard. They sponsor a $20 giveaway on the channel. As you know, as soon as you get the homework out the way, you're automatically entered. Draft Dashboard is my favorite tool of choice, the tool that I use for all my DFS research. As you can see, they got the top players of the day. They got the position optimizer that breaks down all the stats down to a T, all in one screen, all the valuable stats that you need. You got the sleepers and studs, the player trends, the lineup optimizer that breaks down all spits out all the fire lineups, the mass lineup generator, and the late swap optimizer for those of you that like the MME or just play a bunch of lineups. You got the NBA cheat sheet for those of you that don't know how to do research, don't want to do research, or just don't have time to do research. The NBA cheat sheet is here to save your life, from the top locks to the top mid-range, top studs, top value. You know, you get them all right here for $1 for your first 30 days. And you also get my custom player pool as well for every single sport. So join the Draft Dashboard fun. You also got my Prizepicks here, which is a dope DFS site where you're just picking 2, 3, or 4 players, project their over-unders, and you can win up to 10x your money. You can mix and match all the sports. You're not playing against any sharks. You're not playing against thousands of people. It's just you versus you. So go ahead, join the My Prizepicks fun by hitting the link down below, or use promo code WHISPER. Get 25% of your first deposit matched, and also get a 2-player free prop worth $25 once you deposit. If you get that right, basically they give you $25 for free. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna give you my top 2 favorite Prizepicks players of the day, or even more, honestly. But let's go ahead, get into it right here. So I got Kenrich Williams on top. Kind of let down yesterday, to be honest, with only a 20. The matchup was just the injuries hurt. You know, the Alexander Walker did his thing, whom I got on the cheat sheet again. But a lot of these plays are, kind of dependent on injuries as well. Like if Redick misses again, then you gotta go that way. If Lonzo, Josh Hart are all questionable right now, but if they miss, and if Ingram misses again, you just gotta look at the Kenrich Williams, Etwan Moore, and Nikhil Alexander again, because they're all super cheap. Like Alexander went down 200 today, so if they're all out, then you just gotta play him in a matchup that's very favorable, because it's the Santa Cruz Warriors. Let's be honest. And even on the Golden State side, I know Draymond should play, but D'Angelo Russell is out for about 2 weeks. So there's a lot of decent Golden State plays you could look at. The game should be fairly entertaining, I guess. But, Kenrich Williams, Etwan Moore, and Nikhil Alexander Walker are decent, value play options, of course. Etwan Moore, 35, 24, and a 21 in his last 3. As you can see, he's put up 30 against Golden State before as well. 0.8 fantasy point per minute guy. Kenrich is a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy. 36 and a 37 in his last 2 against Golden State. So he definitely has high upside in this matchup. And if Josh Hart plays tonight, I love him at $5,300. Drew Holiday is definitely in play at like 84. So a lot of good plays on the Pelicans side, and they're cheap. Drew Holiday coming off a horrible game. I'd still go back there today, honestly. But to get the Pelicans out the way, let's go ahead and talk about Evan Turner, which he's only $3K. He's salary relief. The thing about him is he's going to back up Trae Young, basically play all the minutes that Trae Young is not going to play. He could easily play anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. And at 3K, Evan Turner will pay off that price tag, especially on this Atlanta team more often than not. So I'm willing to take a dart at Evan Turner to fill in some more studs on my lineup. He's only 3K, so 5 times value is literally 15 points, which he can get you that. He hasn't played much this year, that's why his hit percentage is at 50%, but I can see Evan Turner easily paying off that price and even giving you a little bit extra in this matchup against LA. As you can see, 16, 25, 18, 28, and a 5, so more than capable of doing it. Then up next, John Morant against Denver. Jamal Murray defense has never scared me unless they put Gary Harris on him, which I doubt they'll do. They might have Gary Harris or someone else, but 43, 40, 44, 19, and an 18 in his last 5. Of course, sat out for rest in one of those games. I mean, John Morant's a baller, baby Westbrook, so I can always go there. 55% chance to pay off that price tag, projected for about 27. I could see John Morant scoring in the 30s in this matchup. 1.2 fantasy point per minute guy. It's an ugly slate, to be honest. I don't really like much on this slate, but you know, you still got some decent plays. I like Ja in this spot, though, mainly because of his price tag. And up next, you know, Vuk and Aaron Gordon. I love Vuk at 8,200 going up against Washington. As you see, every team that plays Washington puts up points, like literally. Every single team that plays Washington puts up points. Vuk is at a 45, 42, 38, 50, and a 14 in his last 5 against Washington. And oh, by the way, Thomas Bryant is questionable. If Thomas Bryant misses, you just gotta play Vuk. There's no ways around it at 8,200. Jokic is 8,700. That's a great price tag, and it's easy to stack them too, and just figure the rest out. It's a lot of good mid-range plays on this slate. Let's put it that way. And Aaron Gordon, 35, 48, 44, 36, and an 18. In his last 5 against Washington, definitely can go there at 6'6". 32, 51 in his last 2. Aaron Gordon is starting to pick it up again after a really slow start. 23, 26, 32. He's going to play off that price tag 42% of the time. Projecting for decent ownership, I could definitely go to Aaron Gordon. And just to hit the position optimizer, Braun always in play against Atlanta. You just fear the blowout. If Will Barton is cleared to play today, I love Will Barton. Kai Bowman is definitely in my plans with D'Lo being out today. At 3K, Kai Bowman could literally be the best play on the slate if he starts, because we all saw his upside when he was getting minutes. The main reason why you see these numbers low is because D'Lo's back and he's not getting minutes. Of course, Alec Burks is always a good play, especially with no D'Lo at 4,900. Monte Morris has been balling out lately, but that's due to some blowouts too and just starters playing bad. DJ Augustine has been decent. Cam Reddish has been okay lately. Frank Jackson, if he misses, that means Alexander Walker is just locked and loaded again. You could really build a nice stars and scrub lineup on this slate too, barring the injury news. And then Bradley Beal, he's a decent enough play. I don't know if I'll get there though today. Jamal Murray is always in play okay. He could get you about 35. As you see, 36, 32, 28, and a 23 in his last 5. Evan Fournier is interesting for me. He's been balling kind of lately. 39, 39, and a 40 in his last 5. Like I said, Washington, everybody puts up points against them. You could definitely go to Evan Fournier, Glenn Robinson for value. Markelle Fultz, you could go there for value. Again, Washington, everybody puts up points on them. Let's see here. Ingram, if he plays at 7,400, is a lock for me. Well, I won't say lock, but I really like him. Pascal, you can go there at 5K. No D'Lo, and hey, who knows? They could even just decide to rest Draymond tonight. And if that happens, then players like Pascal are just golden. Well, of course, there's no word of that. But even still with Draymond, I still like Pascal. He could do his thing. And there's just a lot of decent enough plays. Center, like I said, Jokic at 87. AD at 92 is very tempting. Even though his history against Atlanta ain't been the best, 41-27, 47 and a 52. Of course, if he gets you in the 50s, he pays off that price. But I just feel like I can go elsewhere today. You know, Vuk 60, not Vuk, Valanciunas at 6,800 is decent enough. 6,400 is decent enough. Cauley Stein is decent enough. If Okafor misses and Favors misses, you know, Melly at 3K would be a decent play. 3,300 Jackson Hayes would be a good play as well. He put up that 28 against Golden State. Was kind of like his coming out party in the NBA. That's the game he basically played the whole fourth quarter. So decent players. Let's go to my prize picks. Let me refresh this. From the early games, I take Tristan, man, but Embiid and that foul trouble is the thing that scares me. I'm willing to take the over on Jason Tatum going up against Sacramento Kings, and I'd always take the over on Bogdanovich. I feel like that's just too low, that 32. Ja Morant, I could see him putting up 40 in this matchup, so for the early games, I like Bogdanovich and Tatum to go over. But for the later games, I could see Ja Morant putting up at least about 35 in this matchup. It's always hard to hit the over on Vuk when he's in the 40s because that's kind of close to his ceiling, and, you know, just whatever he get. Like Vuk, you know, when I touch his props, he has to be in the 30s, and I could see him scoring 40 in this matchup, but a 45, you know. It's for some reason, it's always just tough to say Vuk will hit 45. I might actually be willing to go under on Draymond. Because, you know, Golden State had just been Santa Cruz Warriors. And you never know how committed Draymond is going to show up to a matchup right now. Alec Burks is always interesting. 29 feels low, but it also feels high. So as of right now, the two that I really lock in for this video would be 41 for Drew. Is very interesting against this Golden State team. I know Pale should come here willing to bounce back from that bad loss yesterday, but you got a 44 for Trey right there. The board is interesting right now. Both Trey and Jabari would have gotten there without the blowout yesterday. And, you know, Atlanta played Lakers well last year, but I'm trying to see this year, man. It's going to be tough. Like, the board is tough, but I'll take a stand and go under on Draymond. Take the over on Morant and take the under on Draymond in this matchup. Now, it's risky. You could just hedge your bets and take some unders on Draymond and some overs, but I just keep constantly questioning Draymond's basically just where he's at right now. Like, is he committed at all or not? Because it's clear Golden State are going to be tanking this year for the most part. So those are all my picks. These are all my, you know, plays. Shout out to Draft Dashboard. Join the family. Get the whole stats in the 9 for $1 for your first 30 days. Join my Prizepicks fund as well. Hit the link down below. 25% of your first deposit matched. And also get a 2-player free prop worth $25 once you sign up and deposit. So hopefully everybody has a good SHS. You know, it's Sunday, so play those weird players that you think would never go off. Just throw them in your lineup, because on Sundays is the days that they love to show up. You know, even just for one GPP line. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to follow us on Twitter at DFS Whisperers, Instagram at the DFS Whisperers, and it's easy. I'm out. Whisper Squad.